Alright, what is going on, guys? We're going on once again, this time spectating Nemesis on his new Reworked Syndra. And the dude is completely cracked. He's standing on 63% win ratio in 1K Challenger Korea. Do you need any more reason to play the champion? No. This time we're going at it with a Syndra versus Cat in the mid lane. In the jungle we have ourselves the Graves versus the enemy Bel'Veth. In the top lane we have the Cassante, broken, just my opinion though. Not really, but I just love saying it. Versus Akali, and in the bottom side of the map we have ourselves the Ezreal and the Karma versus the Lucian and the Nami. In case you guys do not know, Syndra got reworked. She's scaling like a monster now. Basically, you have these splinters. Every time you hit your opponents with 2 consecutive abilities, you gain a stack, or if you kill a minion, you gain a stack. And your abilities are getting upgraded the more stacks you have, and the max upgrade is up at 120 stacks. Now, I'm showing Nemesis over here because this dude is a beast when it comes to scaling. As we can see, first things first, I will talk about Nemesis later. We're playing versus Cat, so we go in ahead for the auto attacks on the wave to make sure that we're getting the level 2 before her, right? We can see some auto attacks going on into the Cat arena the moment that she's trying to get the, she's trying to go for the minions. She's getting auto attacks and Q into her face. We're playing with the first strike, so we're getting some free gold over here, which is really good. I haven't noticed where the enemy Bel'Veth started, but because we're looking at the VOD, we know that she started in the top side of the map. We can actually see Nemesis hovering towards the bottom side of the map. Great stuff by him. Also, we can see the Graves going towards Bel'Veth, bottom side of the map. So we can see that this hover is really good. We can keep Cat under the turret, and we are able to hover around Graves if we will see the enemy Bel'Veth. We're getting the Q into the E into the Cat. Great stuff going on in here. Now we do see the Bel'Veth going into the Graves. We see that they're fighting, and we see the Nemesis doesn't actually go towards the Graves, but rather he's trying to zone the Cat away from it. And why is that? Because Syndra is not as good early on, right? As we said, we're playing a scaling champion, but Cat is pretty strong. So we're just trying to make sure that she won't roam by actually using our abilities on her. We're getting the Bel'Veth gang into us. We're trying to dodge her E ability. We're unfortunately didn't manage dodging it. The Graves coming into the mid side of the map. He's getting the Q on both of them. And just like that, we're getting the assist. Great start of the game. Nemesis is just showing outstanding performance with his flash. And with the wave manipulation, we're trying to go for another Q and E. Don't manage landing it, but that is fine. Now, in case you guys have been living under a rock, why Syndra has just like suddenly became this beast of a scaling champion, right? Why is that? Well, what the splinters are doing is, instead of the old passive, we got a new one. If we hit an opponent with 2 consecutive abilities, we restore mana. So first things first, we have a lot of mana now. We're not as scared to use our QW on our opponent or QE. We don't need to hit 80% of our abilities now. So even though the Q is on a longer cooldown, we have more mana. On top of that, the Q is getting evolved at 40 splinter stacks. You get the splinter stacks by hitting 2 consecutive abilities. So QW, QE, QR? I don't know why we would do that, but let's say QR. Also works, you know? Or killing a big minion, so cannon minion, which means that we're going to hit those. You're going to have to hit those and not miss them. At 40 stacks, we have double Qs. So we have more than 1 Q now. Q, and after we casted the first Q, we can Q again. So our Qs are better as soon as we hit 40 splinter stacks. Then our W is getting evolved at 60 splinter stacks. It has true damage. Afterwards, our E is getting evolved. It just like has a wider range, so it's more forgiving to we just have a little bit more forgiving way to hit our E, and then our ultimate is getting evolved at 100 stacks. It basically executes people at 15% of their health, and then at 120 we get 15% AP. So think about that with the Rabadons. You get 50% bonus AP. And because of that, we're going for a build that is more towards the scaling side of things. And towards the middle and late stages of the game, you basically Q, E, W, and that's a kill. Now you're probably saying, wait, but Foxy, what about the R? It doesn't matter. We have the Rabadons, we have the Luden's Tempest now, no longer Luden's Echo, like I recall, but Luden's Tempest. And Q, W, E, 80 carry is dead, just like that. Anyways, back to our game. We see the cat going into a roam. We are missing. I think that it was a little bit too late. We do see the enemy Belveth in the bottom side of the map. We actually do not see the cat over there yet. We do spam the missing some more. We're not pushing. Oh yeah, we are pushing the wave because we do see the Katarina in the bottom side of the map. So we want to make sure that she will lose as much CS as possible. Once again, we're not playing a roaming champion. We're not going to roam around it. We're going to play towards the plates and towards the CS, towards making sure that we're getting our opponent's health down a bit by bit. On the Catarome, even though she got herself 1 kill and 1 assist, we got 2 tower plates. This is a massive trade for us, and not only a tower plates, but we made sure that she will lose. Really good usage of the W here. Look at that, one second again. So we want to make sure that we're crushing the wave as fast as possible, right? So we're Qing, killing all of the small creeps, and now look, if we won't use our W, then the creeps will attack this minion, but no, we want the minions to go into the turret, because we want the turret to start aggroing them. So we use our W, and we're just taking the cannon to ourselves, right? The minions are aggroed by the turret. Now our turret is aggroing this minion, and this makes it so our turret will just kill it a little bit faster, and this makes sure that we can get a faster recall. Really cool and neat trick to use into your own games. I don't recall what I was saying. Oh yeah, so we got the push in here. We're getting a really good recall, and even though the cat got a kill in the bottom side of the map, it doesn't matter because we got 2 plates, which is more than the 300 gold that the cat got in the bottom side of the map, and we got EXP on it, right? So the trade-off was better for us rather than the cat that got the roam. Huge. We see cat missing once again. We are like pinging the missing. We can see the dude just being massive when it comes to. Oh no, he missed the cat. Like he missed the CS. What are you doing, dude? Yeah, we see the massive. we see Nemesis stamping in the cat, missing. We're not shoving it, but we're slow pushing it because we're not sure that cat went for the roam. And as we can see, she actually got back to the lane. We managed to get a little poke on her, but we're not actually shoving the lane as long as we don't see. Wait, is cat in the bottom side of the map? No, so we don't shove it yet. We're waiting to see. We're waiting a little bit more to see whether she will try to collapse on us from the top or bot, or try to do all of those like type of stuff because she's playing an assassin and assassins are nasty. Not really. They're actually pretty bad recently. But still, if you don't know how to play against them, they can be really hard to play against. Now, cat is missing once again. We're going for the ward over here just to make sure that we know if cat is roaming towards the bottom side of the map through this path. We don't see her there, so we're going for a small push. She's lower health than us because of our last trade. We're getting another great W into an E. Short trade. We see the cat trying to go for the CS, and the CS is just poking her. And this is how you want to play it in your own games. We're just trying to poke our laner out, especially into these assassins. They can't really 100 to 0 us. By the way, first recall, we are going for the Lost Chapter into the Blasting Wand. Lost Chapter just like every other mage, nothing out of the ordinary. One thing to bear in mind is that we're not going into boots. I will put the runes on the screen for you guys. If I'm not mistaken, I already put them on the screen at the start of the VOD, but still. Alright, here. Cat is missing once again. We do see the enemy Belveth around the bottom side of the map. We're going for a shove on the wave. We're showing it as fast as we can to make sure that if the cat is roaming, she will get punished for it. She did not roam, so we're trying to punish her under turret. We're playing really risky game over here. Graves is not around our lane, but we're staying on the blades for some reason. I'm not sure whether Nemesis was trying to get punished for that, and then maybe try to punish the cat back. Let's actually look at that 1 second again. Alright, so we can see... Yeah. So, Nemesis is actually level 9 as opposed to the cat being level 8. So this is why we're kind of playing that risky game of trying to stat check the cat over here. Alright, that looks rather weird for me. Anyways, let's spit it a bit. We're rather low on health. The next wave is the cannon wave, so we can allow ourselves to go for that reset. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you learned something new. If you want to go ahead and level up your gameplay, feel free to book a coaching session with me. The link will be right below the video. And with all that being said and done, let's continue the video. Peace, and I'm out. Into instantly teleporting towards the lane, we got ourselves the Luden's Tempest over here. We're staying on 95 CS as opposed to the guy with 68, and even though she roamed, it doesn't matter. We SS'd, and even though our bot laners didn't play properly around it, we got more than she did. Alright, we do know where the enemy Belveth is. Wonderful tracking by Nemesis over here. And we're just showing waves now. We're trying to make sure that Kata won't have any time to breathe against us. You want to roam? Alright, you're going to lose the waves for it. You don't want to roam? Alright, I will poke you under tower. Take your pick. You lose either way. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're going to lose. And after the first roam, the game is basically Nemesis hands, right? You can see the wave didn't even crash, and it's dead. It's just dead. And if Cat is trying to go for a trade, bye-bye, Cat. I'm on Luden's Tempest. Your only savior is going to be your jungler, which, yeah, a little painful. We did knew that that Belveth was in the top side of the map, so I actually think this is a little misstep in the well, in knowing where the enemy jungle will come from. We are playing towards the bottom side of the map, but it doesn't matter because we are low. We did try to get the kill. We didn't 100 to 0 the cat, but we should have probably just went back afterwards because we don't have vision around it. So we don't really know whether the enemy Belveth will take this pathing towards our lane, and 300. A little unfortunate, but this is fine. Alright, let's fast forward it. Obviously, we're not a computer at the end of the day, so we are making mistakes. After the first recall, we have the magical footwear, and we are going for the Dark Seal. And then once again, Dark Seal works insanely well into both your Rabadons and your new passive at 120 stacks. You're basically playing Veigar. If you're getting those 120 splinter stacks, you press R and that's a kill. You press QWE, that's a kill. Mid lane is missing. We are pinging it for the bottom side of the map. We can see the missing ping once again on the map. So we're trying to take all of the way before they can even have any time to react, right? And what are you doing against it? You want to trade into me? Alright, I will punish you by trading back to you while playing around my CS. You don't want to trade onto me? Alright, I will take your turret plates. Look at how obnoxious it is when you know how to pull it off. Now, one thing to bear in mind into your own games if you're playing Syndra versus Cat. Another missing, we do see the Cat going into the bottom side of the map. Once again, by the way, this ward, just a little note here. This ward, we can see that placement of the ward. Because what is going on in this specific game is that our Ezreal and Karma are 0-3 and 0-2. As opposed to the enemy bot lane being 2-0 and 1-4. Which means that Katarina's bot lane is actually winning the game. So Katarina's bot lane is going to be the lane that Katarina would want to roam towards. And on top of that, we have a tank top laner that is itemizing against us and against the Akali. So roaming to him means that that Katarina has low threat into him, so she has no reason whatsoever to roam towards the top side of the map, and the only lane that she would want to roam towards would be the bot lane. What this ward does, as opposed to a ward on the pixel brush over here, is we can see her roaming, we can see her pathing towards the bot lane a little bit earlier, and that is the keynote here, we can punish her in this roam. So she roamed, and look what happens now. QE, half of your health, bye-bye. And W. The VOD got bugged a bit, but look at that. Great ward, great thinking. The only way that Cat would abuse the roam would be roaming towards bot. So we don't allow that. Q, W, R, and she's dead. QR, huge. Just QR. Why QWR? We could just QR. We can see the Belveth around our lane. The Graves is actually in our lane, so we're trying to bait her in. We're missing the QE. Graves is playing it wonderful around the vision. And this is another shutdown for Nemesis. He took all of the plates before 14 minutes. He's 2-1-1. And that's a first turret. He got a shutdown on the enemy jungler. And once again, guys, that's a little unfortunate. We are playing a scaling champion, and we completely took over the mid lane. What? Yes. Feel free to abuse it in your own games. If you're getting good at this champion, there is nothing that is going to stop you from reaching that Masters or High Diamond or whatever elo it is you want to reach. Right? Will Cat get the kill? 80 carry versus Assassin? Yeah, that's a 300 for Cat. Alright, we're live once again. This time we're itemizing for the Shadow Flame over here. The enemy team has two assassins. Like, itemizing for Shadow Flame is basically the usual go-to. This gives you the, like, firstly, AP, and then secondly, a little bit more sustain. If you're like insanely ahead in the game, you can maybe itemize for Rabadon's secondary, but this is really risky because the Rabadon's itemization path is pretty weird. You have to go for two needlessly large rod. Wait, are we looking for one taps? I think that we're looking for a one tap over here. We're looking for a... Unfortunate, we didn't hit the... Wait, we didn't hit the QE. I was sure that with a single Q and R we can actually kill him, but that was false. We could kill him with literally just a QE and R. We were level 12 as opposed to the Lucian being level 10, but the Lucian has a whole lot of kills and kill pressure because he's playing Lucian into Syndra. If Syndra is missing anything, punished. You will be punished for those. So yeah, Syndra is really reliant on hitting everything. So this is like the hard thing about playing the champion. But you're still scaling like a monster and you can still abuse your laners the moment you learn how to hit those skill shots. Alright, we are going towards the top side of the map because once again we are scaling. We have Ezreal in the mid lane, so he will go ahead and take the farm in the mid side of the map. We have the Cassandra in the bottom side of the map, so there is no reason to go towards these two lanes because there is no resources that we can take. Therefore, we are going towards the top side of the map. We're going to take some more resources. We see some action in the river, but we don't flinch. We just continue with the push first, and then we can start the roam. Yeah, so we just show those, look at all those Q into the wave, clearing it in 3 seconds, popping the blast cone to see whether we can go ahead for the golems or next wave. We see that no one is around the top side of the map. On top of that, we have one ward here, one ward here. So we're showing that and going for the golems. Why? Because once again, 9 CS per minute worth more than your kills, right? 9 CS per minute. Think about it like that. 3 waves is 300 gold, alright? or 3 actually. 3 waves, not 2. 3 waves is 300 gold, and now with the fact that we are scaling off of levels, right? Level gives us 5 splinters, so we need more levels, and cannon minion gives us more splinters. We see a fighter on the bottom side of the map. We're using our teleport towards it. Unfortunately, the enemy team disengages. We did got the enemy jungler, the Belveth. But yeah, we did react in time. Anyways, we do want to be as ahead as possible and play towards the later stages of the game. So we're not just grouping with our team and doing all of those like sorts of stuff. We're looking for a lot of EXP. We were trying to go for the top side of the map, but we can see that the enemy bot laners are actually pushing really hard. We can see Nemesis pathing towards the bottom side of the map because once again, there's no reason to go towards the mid lane, right? A lot of people are already there. Now, one thing to keep in mind is look at the pathing. The pathing was really great. We are scared to get assassinated because that was the Katarina plus the enemy Lucian in the bottom side of the map. So we're not pathing from here, but we rather take a safer path from our base. And then once again, camp is up, camp is down, level up, scale it up. And look at that. We are... How much time are we into the game? We are 19 minutes in, let's say, and we're standing at 190 CS. Almost 10 CS per minute. And this is, guys, this is how you truly carry games. All of those ridiculous, I don't know, 10 and 0 CS, but being 30 CS in, who cares? You lose EXP. Or not 30, but, I don't know, 100 CS. But 10 kills. Who cares? It's extremely unreliable, right? Because if we're constantly being in fights as a scaling champion, we're most likely going to die. But let's say that we're going to get kills. We don't have the EXP. So we don't get as much splinters. And then we don't get the 15% AP on 120 CS. So, conclusion, go ahead and farm in your games, guys. Work on that. If you don't have that, I won't say 10 CS per minute because this is really hard. But if you don't have that 8 CS per minute in your games, work on that. So, we see Graves. No, we just press R. Cat is dead. We just press R. Alright, Graves is around us. Karma is around us. We do see the enemy playing around us as well. We are trying to go ahead for the fight because once again, we are really ahead. We're trying to go for picks on the enemy Lucian because he's really ahead into the game. We don't manage, but we do manage to get a Q and a E and an E into the enemy Akali. And Lucian Nami. Lucian press R, Syndra is dead. We wasted the Q and E into the Lucian, and this is... By doing that, we already died, right? If we don't have the stun into the enemy Lucian, it's a GG at that point. Alright, we are dead for the time being. We finished our Shadow Flame. Now we start itemizing for the Rabadons. And even though we are taking weird fights, our CS numbers are sky high. So we're still going to scale it out like crazy. And you can still see those insane damage numbers going in from the Syndra. Alright, once again, look at that. Once again. As well, we read the map. So, let's say that you are the Syndra here, right? You're still dead and you're trying to think, wait, I'm alive in 7 seconds. Where am I going? Alright, so, Xante bot lane, no farm to take here. Ezreal mid lane, no farm to take here. Is there a fight going on the map? No, because we don't see the opposing team. So, we're going to path towards the top side of the map. Or towards our jungle to take the wolves into the Gromp rather, into probably pathing towards the top side of the map. And just like I said, we are pathing towards probably plants to make sure that we don't have vision. Minion wave before it crashes into trying to see whether there is anybody here that we can fight, or just taking the golem. Or blue because it spawns. So blue first, yeah. Alright, here Why we're not going for the top side of the map, why we're not just going for the top minions, is because there were 2 people missing on the map, so we don't want to risk it, so we won't become a biscuit, right? We don't want to risk it because if we do, Lucian will press R once again, and just like that, we're going to get down. But yeah, we are still scared of the enemy Lucian being in the bush. This is why we can see the QE going in there. The Lucian did try to get engaged on our jungler there, but now we do see him around the mid lane. We are playing around the barn. We're trying to get to assert dominance by actually just putting ward and making sure that we can see everything. We have the vision around the river to make sure that we see whether anybody rotates through river. We have the vision over here, so we can just go ahead. We know that only the enemy cat is around the top side of the map, so we can just wave clear once again. And I won't even look at the timer now, guys. We have 230 CS. We're 23 minutes in. Look at that, 10 CS per minute. That is completely cracked. We don't even need the score display. Let's just look at the CS, and this is the minute, guys. That is the minute that we're in. And even though our bot laners are completely grifting it, we're playing Syndra. We're scaling. We don't care. Alright, we see a fight around our jungler. We are getting the Lucian ult, so we're dodging and going from the bottom side of the map. We're getting a lot of poke in there, which means a lot of splinters. And we're about to press R. Wait for it. We're waiting for an R pick, but there nothing shows itself. Now the enemy Akali shows itself, but it's not enough. We're getting the QE into the enemy Velvet. Still not enough. They only sleep. What is going on? Literally everyone like left alive with 3 health. We almost killed the Akali. The execute was almost there. We are getting the teleport into the top side of the map. We're trying to get pressure into the side lanes, and once again, more XP. We do have ourselves... Oh, no, not Rabadons yet. But I do believe that this reset, like, allows us to get the Rabadons before the Burn or Drake fight, because we have the 1.1k gold, and this is Rabadons. And now, with how many stacks do we have? Where is it? There we go. And now with 106 splinter stacks, we can almost delete everyone. Almost. At 120, you're going to see some bing bong 80 carry gun. Alright, we do know where the enemy Velvet is, and Nami. Oh. No, she didn't pass through us. We are waiting a little bit more for the enemy Nami to see whether she's trying to do some dumb stuff and going towards the barn. We are looking for peaks around the barn. This is why we're playing towards the top of the map and towards the bush that is control warded. So this is one thing to bear in mind. That we're playing towards a bush that is pink warded, so we know that the enemy can't have vision over there. Afterwards, there's no reason to go for risky plays around the top side of the map because it's already pushed. If we're going to play around here, the enemy team are going to pick us, and the Drake is spawning soon. So we want to be around the objective that is about to spawn. Especially when we have more than like 80 splinter stacks. Because at this point, we're more than a champion. We're extremely strong. We're level 15 when our bot laners are level 8 and 12. Like, look at that. This is just crazy. Anyways, a fight shows itself. We do see Nemesis playing around the bottom, around the back side of the map. He's scared to go for the Drake, or not really scared, but we're trying to get the picks. We're getting the Q and E into the enemy cat arena. We do see the Akali trying to pick us up. Enemy Lucian uses the ultimate already. We got the Drake, big stuff going in. We're going to get a Q in and an E. Heal down from the enemy Nami. Another W. We're trying to pick the enemy Lucian over here. This is our main focus because the dude is fed. He doesn't show us any way to collapse on him. So we're just standing from behind and poking it out. We're really waiting for picks. We do know that the enemy Belveth is around here and she's pretty low. So Q, E, let's press R. Ah, we didn't have range. Unfortunate. That could have been a free peek. Anyways, blue presents itself once again. Let's take the blue into, let's take the Grom. And let's go towards the top side of the map. Actually, I think that it's a blue towards top instantly. Because the wave is under tower, so we don't want to lose the XP. We can take Grom later, if the Graves won't. But the minions, they will die. Alright, so we're taking a wave, plus 70 gold. Pushing it as fast as we can. Because we don't want to miss any action at this point of the game. We do see that we see the Akali going in. So we're playing around the vision. We get a QE into another Q, W in. And we're looking for Q into an R. But Akali is actually really tanky. And this will not suffice to get a kill. The Akali is actually going for the hard steel build. Enemy cat is here and we are going down. Yeah, that build just tank Akali, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing, broski? You're playing an AP carry champion. They don't get it, do they? I actually played that like against that tank Akali thing, and it is obnoxious. It really is. Alright, we're getting a 5 in the mid side of the map because Syndra is dead. Blue side carry is dead, so we're getting the fight. We actually do manage to get a 2 kills into the opposing team while one of them is being dead with Lucian. The Xante is just carrying that fight. 1k into the Lucian, another 300 into the cat and into the Belveth. We do see another teleport into the top side of the map. Let's get some more CS. 280, 28 minutes in. It is what it is. We know how to farm. We have ourselves the Rabadons into the Luden's Tempest, into Shadow Flame, into enemy team is being a little tanky. So let's make sure that we have the Magic Pen. And on top of that, the levels are high. We're 30 minutes in. So the basic magic resist will be more than enough to actually go for the Magic Pen. We are going for the Rabadons after we got for the barn after we got the enemy inhibitor, and on top of that the enemy jungler was still dead, so that's a free barn in our pocket. And from here onwards we have our 120 stacks. Guys, we don't group because we want enough gold to get the our last item, the Magic Pen item. I don't know why I don't remember the name, but Magic Pen item. By the way, in the comment section below, let me know who is your favorite scaling champion and who do you think will conquer, like, which scaling champion is about to conquer season 13? Alright, we're trying to group here. We do have our 120 stacks. We're going for a QE into the enemy Akali. Once again, without the team, we see the Lucian ult, and even though we die, look at the damage. Wait, look at the damage, look at the damage. We QE into the Akali, or her. We got the Akali, we got the Heart Steel Akali into Demonic Embrace with a QER. Alright? QER. That's it. And we're talking about a tank. Alright? And now after that, enemy Lucian is trying to collapse on us. And even though we do end up dying, look. Q. E. Look, I mean W. And he's almost dead. Alright? We're literally killing tanks with a single combo. You think you're a tank? Well, I'm playing Syndra. Alright? We got the mid lane inhibitor, so now we're going for the bot lane inhibitors. We're not going to end the game like in Plat, Silver. No. We're trying to get some more turrets because, guys, these turrets worth 550 gold. And the reason that we're going for specifically for the bottom turret and not the top turret is because the Drake is about to spawn. So we want, as the strong team, we want to go for the turret that is closest to the upcoming objectives. And in this case, we're talking about the Drake. So yeah, Cat is trying to engage on the Sante. I mean, alright, you do you. You do you, but you won't kill him. Alright, Syndra is alive once again with void stuff. This is what it is, void stuff. And after the void stuff, we are itemizing for the stopwatch, actually. I'm pretty sure that it's actually stopwatch just because they have 2 assassins, and we think that this fight will mean, like, end of game. So the stopwatch is really valuable in here. Ooh, and we are getting picked once again. Why are we... I want to show you one team fight. Come on. One team fight on 120 stacks. What is going on? Nemesis, stop it. You greedy. You greedy. I won't say it. You 1K challenger player. You 10 CS per minute bastard. You monster of a player. We're getting a dive from the red team because Nemesis is actually down. And we are actually winning it. Getting 3 people in. Holy. 3 for 4 so far. Sante is alive and dude is 1v4 in it. What the? Alright guys, forget everything that I said about Syndra. Go Sante. If you want to carry games, go Sante mid. Who cares about Syndra? No, I'm just joking. We're level 18. We're split pushing once again. Nemesis, stop it. Group with the team. You saw what happened last time. Alright, we're getting the QE. Nami goes for the stopwatch. Wait. Look. Look. Do you not love that shit? Look. Q. QW. And I personally said that you need to use 3 abilities. I said Q, E, W. Like, why? When you can just QW and kill someone, right? It's not even 3 spells. It's 2 spells and you kill someone. What is that? Veigar, for example, you need to press R. You're wasting big cooldowns. Syndra? Let's press Q. Why press R when you can press Q and kill the opponent's Nexus, right? Alright. I guess this is what we're going to see in Season 13. No, I'm just joking. We're scaling for it. We see the cat, QE, she's dodging it, unfortunately, so we don't see the big damage once again. Come on, stop dodging the abilities, guys. I know it's Challenger, but stop being mechanically insane, right? By the way, we can see the huge positioning by Nemesis. He's positioning into the Raptors this way. The enemy Katarina can go into him. We're trying to get one more QE into the enemy Lucian. We don't manage to do so. Wait. I want to show you big damage, guys. I want to show you big damage. Come on, Nemesis. I know you can do it. You beast of a man. By the way, I will leave Nemesis streams right below. So if you want to go ahead and level up your gameplay, I would highly recommend to look specifically at this dude if you want to go ahead and learn how to scale. Because he's just the best at it. The way that he path, the way that he CS, the way that he thinks. He's the scaling god. If you want to learn some scaling champions, he's the man to go for, right? Your team is fighting, Nemesis. What are you doing? Go with them. Don't you want to be in the end screen picture? No, don't win it though. Don't win it. Alright. Look. We're getting to see one last fight, right? What happened to Korea being aggressive? Alright. Syndra is here. We get the W into the cat. And the ult. She's going down like, boop. I mean, I didn't get to show you true damage. But the game is over, guys. Champion is best, is busted. You can delete people with Q and W if you're high on levels. You really need the high CS per minute. And yeah, with all of that being said and done, guys, if you like today's video, feel free to support me on all of the social media links. All the links are right below. If you want to get coached by me, feel free to book coaching sessions in my sites. In my site, link will be below as always. And with that being said and done, hope to catch you all next time. Peace, and I'm out.